So in this video, we are going to make a boundary for our player so that our player cannot go more than our scene size. So let's go to our player controller. Here in the top of our player controller, I'm going to make a new class. I'm going to call it public class, and here call it boundary. And inside, I'm going to write public float x mean. Then we can here also write again public float x max. But because I want to save a time and not every time write the same code, so I'm going just here remove that semicolon, use this comma, and instead going to write here x max, then another comma y min, another comma y max. So then at the end semicolon. Now if I save it, you can see that we cannot see it in our inspector, and we need to do two things that we are able to see that in inspector. First, in the top, when I here write it public boundary. Now save it. You see, still we cannot see that. So for seeing that again, we need to make the second thing. Now here we need to make our class serial variable. To do that, we need to say system dot serial variable. So he allow us to see it now in inspector. Let's check it. Now, as you see here, we are able to see our boundaries. So, because I want my boundary to be in the end, so I'm going to cut it and paste it here, so it will be appear after the speed. Okay, next things, just back to our script, going down. Now inside of the update, we are going to write, so rig dot position is equal to new vector2, and then parentheses, here we use the mathf.clamp to limit the left limit and the right limit. And as you see, we need a float x and float y here. So then here we are going to write rig dot position dot x, and after that we want the boundary dot x mean, and after that comma again, then we want to boundary dot x max. So as we see here, we have a clamp float value, which is our rig position, our player position, and float limit, float mean, and float max, which here is the mean and max is our boundary x mean and x max. Now, as you see, we have a still error in our vector2 because he asked us for the y position, because for vector2 we need always x and y. So for that, I'm going here, going to enter Then I'm going to bring our parentheses almost there. Then I'm going to copy this line and paste it here so that they are under each other. Now here I'm going to change it to y, x min to y min, x max to y max. Now here parentheses, comma, and we need just another comma here. So as you see here, we want the position of our player. So weak.position, that is the x position of our player. We wanted to limit it between the math.clam is going to limit our x position between the x min and x max, and also same for our y position, so our vertical position. So now let's save it. So after save it, and let's go to see it in our game. So here we have our player. I'm going to change it to our scene, make it a little bit smaller. Now let's open our boundary. We want first the x min and x max. So if I'm going to click on our move tool, then if I bring my player to the left, I want to here as x min. So then I'm going to copy this value and paste it here. Then I want to also same for the right. So just we need to make this value to be positive. I'm going to make it plus. Or we don't need just to use the plus, we just need to write our x point tilde. Now we want also limit our up and down. So for up, I'm going to bring here, I want my sheep come to this part. So it will be our 4.3. And downside around here. So I can use this one again, but this time I'm going to make it minus. So now let's save it. Let's play it. And as you see, we cannot go more than that. And same for down and right and top. Later, if we change it to 1080, we need to change also the value as well. So it depends which size is your scene. So now, before we are going to end the video, I'm going to save on my project. And I'm going inside of player controller. So I write some information about our script so that you can understand what exactly we did. So with this code, we just limit our player movement from the left and right and up and down. And with this code, we move the player horizontally and vertically. And also, we writing here this code. We are going to attach the widget body automatically to our rig. So we don't need to do that manually. So hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next video.